Alrighty folks, and welcome once again to my second Let's Play, Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, made in 1992 by HAL Laboratory Incorporated. Hopefully this goes better. This is my third take on this LP. Cam Studio and its codecs have been messing up, giving me lots of lag, audio issues. Hopefully I got it fixed with the new codecs I've downloaded. So let's find out. Going stage 1, Green Greens. I chose Kirby for this LP, a couple reasons. One, simply for nostalgia. I played this game a lot when I was a kid. I got it shortly after it came out. Played it a lot. One of those games, I played for hours and hours as a kid in order to beat it, because I sucked. And now I can probably beat it in probably less than 25 minutes. Here we find ourselves at our first mini-boss. Pretty simple. He's going to throw 2 bombs at us, then do a lunge attack, which is really hard to dodge. Watch. Oh, wow. One more bomb. Then the other reason I decided to do Kirby, it's one of those games I know a few useless trivia facts about. If there's one thing I like talking about, it's useless trivia. But before I get to that, whether I say it up front or not, you're going to notice a few differences between this and later Kirby titles. Most noticeably, Kirby does not have his ability to copy enemy powers. So there's no Fire Kirby, no Ice Kirby, nothing like that. Just plain old Kirby. I mean, some enemies like the Cutters and the Waddle Doos with their beams are in the game. You just don't have the ability to copy their powers. So basically, this is good old-fashioned suck and spit gameplay for Kirby. Also, if you swallow 2 enemies in later games, that would give you a superstar to shoot out. It'd double its power and go through enemies, but not so. You're stuck with a single star. And there's our first Maxim Tomato that restores all of our life that we didn't need. And we find ourselves at our first boss already. And one thing that hasn't changed between this and later Kirby titles is that this boss is a joke. His only attack is to spit a bunch of air pellets at you. Like that. Not too tough to dodge. And you just gotta suck up these apples here and spit them back in his face. Kirby's so thrilled by this victory, he has a need to dance. Dance. And already going on to the second stage, Castle Lololo. Head on in through the door, ignore the hatter up there. Microphone item still destroys every enemy on screen. Now we can either go here or go up. Going up just leads to a room with some medicine in it. So we'll continue on this way. Bombs explode, can kill multiple enemies and also hurt you. These masks, you gotta wait for them to flip around before you can eat them. Now then, back to that trivia I was talking about. Kirby's existence is kind of accidental. This game originally started off as a game starring a character named Popopo. And they were designing the levels and the enemies and all that. And they needed to, put in a character. And they couldn't decide on a character design, so they made Kirby. Because, he's basically, a very generic blob. So they were like, alright, we're going to use this guy, and then later on we'll fill him in with our character. And here's our first magic lollipop, makes us invincible. That's fairly useless, and you'll see why. And we'll just, take this blob out and replace him with real artwork later. Well, eventually the team got so attached to Kirby they decided to keep him, and they renamed Popopo Kirby, and they renamed the game to Hoshino Kirby, which is Kirby of the Stars, and that's how Kirby came into existence, rather accidentally. This is a mini boss fight against Lololo, really easy. He's not going to hit you. Then there's this great debate over the head of HAL Laboratory and Shigeru Miyamoto. The head of HAL wanted Kirby to be pink, and Shigeru Miyamoto wanted him to be yellow. This sparked this pretty big debate over what his color was going to be. And eventually Nintendo had to make the call. Nintendo of Japan said, alright, he's pink. You know, it's just a more aesthetic color for the character, pretty much. So then we get this game over in North America, and Nintendo of America's like, he's white. All that arguing and whatever, and America just goes, he's white. You can't tell if he's pink or yellow in the game because the game book can't display pink or yellow. He looks white, so he's white, and that's why he's white on the North American box art. Kinda funny. After all that debate, they're just like, screw it, he's white. Now, this boss fight is now much more difficult than Wispy Woods. Trick's just getting behind him, shooting them. This is Lo and La. I expect so named because they liked the Popopo name so much they had to name something similar to them. Again, not too difficult. Just gotta spit the crates back out at him. And Kirby is once again so thrilled he must dance. And now we're heading to the third stage, Float Islands. Only 5 stages in the game, folks. You do the math. 383 seconds into this video. And I am on the third stage. Oh, God. It's the first time that Wild Ooze hit me in all 3 recordings, but alright. This stage starts introducing more trap elements. There's more cannons, of course flying squids. There are coconuts that'll fall from the trees and hurt you. There are bombs laying in the way. This stage has more threats than just enemies. I hated these enemies as a kid. These things are called kaboos. Yeah, I was basically at that age where anything ghost-like scared me, so their faces were kind of creepy, and they like to disappear and reappear. So I found that kind of creepy as a kid, but what are you going to do? Everything's scary when you're a kid. That was a secret little door we just took, hidden behind those blocks. Leads to a 1-up. Not really plan on needing it, but just showing off a little secret area. Pretty much when I'm skipping past branching paths, normally they're dead ends or lead to some superfluous item I don't need. Maybe a medicine, something like that. Nothing I'm really concerned with. Here's another power-up. The spicy food makes Kirby breathe fire for several seconds. Again, questionable usefulness, as we're going to see, because we go in here. So 1-up in medicine, but if you jump in water, you lose the power. Once again, no big deal. The power's not that great to begin with. Breathing fire, it's alright, but nothing you can't achieve with air pellets. We're going to skip over that cannon. Get on here. I love how I'm getting faster. This is the 3rd take, and I'm about 1.5 minutes faster than my original. So I'm actually going to be able to squeeze the boss fight into this video. We're going to pick up a mint leaf, which gives us infinite breath and the ability to fly continuously. And this evil villain is a cannon taped to a balloon. Truly diabolical. Again, this boss is not hard. Don't take a hit. Mint leaf wears off the instant you kill him, and pick up the star, and we shall dance! And stage 4, Bubbly Clouds. I hated this stage when I was a kid. It's where I usually got my game overs. Not this time, of course, but, well, this will have to wait for next video. I'm Shin, and I'll see you next time.